Monday. My God. Power hour. Mike V, thank you. All right, a couple of things, because you know what? There's always another trade. And this being Monday, a lot of data that I post is usually uh, uh, dynamic, works. Okay, so everybody posts in the general room, part of our 569 members. Thank you. I know who the members are. Are they all actually active? No, but a good freaking 70 to 70. Notice I didn't say a curse there. No more curses. I got reprimanded. I don't even curse. A good 70% of them are active. Okay. So in the general room is where everybody posts. Obviously, everybody's post comes up. Coach market analysis is where if you just want to see coaches' views, uh, uninterrupted, if you will. And sometimes you just want to go through the data without, maybe coach doesn't, well, he does everything, to be honest. So I don't know why you would want to go forward fast to his data. But my point being, this whole thing is with Mike V daily comments are my comments uninterrupted. And Monday being the data that, as you see, I post, it's not like I'm saying where I posted a trade last week. See, I told you, this is always click images to enlarge right here. All right. There's the whole week's economic data. It's important. Scroll up. And if you go into my proverbial Mike V daily room, all the other posts by all the other members, thank you for posting. I'd rather you do, obviously. A lot doesn't get colluded to where you have to keep scrolling up. Some of the weak catalysts, for example, Rambus. Look, what did that Tyson? Speaking about Tyson, Rambus too. I got to get this. I get distracted. I'm sorry. All right. So Mike V room, the same with coaches, obviously in the general room, but this is what I posted either last evening or Sunday evening or Monday morning. Research. I don't give opinions. These are all, you don't see me really posting a lot or typing. Top industry groups, as I always say, if you don't know the best 10 stocks in those respective strongest groups throughout the year, you're at a disadvantage. Earnings, right? So scroll up. This is who has earnings tonight. You don't necessarily have to, scroll through all the data. Again, upgrades and downgrades, movers in the morning. Maybe I tell you some trades that I'm doing. Jim Cramer's plan for the week. Everything that I believe or that I know with my peers, and believe me, I'm on the lower end. Everybody's on like Sir Larry, typing and trading from a yacht here. I'll take my picture off the screen. Okay, always scroll up. Upgrades, downgrades, click images to enlarge. There's some of the playbook. We move on. Let's go to our general room. Thanks. But you know what? Speaking of Lewis, and I posted this before. Thank you for everybody that's posting. Always scroll up. I'm proud of it. Not going to lie to you. I have peers of mine that have been trading for a while that go to the room and look for this. I'm not saying it's their only thing. This isn't my only thing. It shouldn't be yours either. If you want any opinion, if you want advice or where to go, I don't even care if it's a paid subscription. I never hear from you again. As long as you become a better trader, it's all I care about. People aren't opening accounts with us. I'm not doing commissions. You're not getting bombarded with emails, are you? No. That's the sincerity. Scroll up. All right, let's get back down to business. And really, listen, it's not what just, it's not what the reason I obviously am forward. I'm a New Yorker. Does it make it right? No. But the reason why I've yet to be punched in the face is, it's not what I say. It's not what I say. It's how I say it. So opinions, questions, comments, we're all welcome. Please. All right. We want to make this better. I'm okay. Trust me. I'm doing fine. This was the early morning calls, right? It's the two G's. Maybe emblematic. And I don't, and by the way, it's GameStop. I don't, it's, by the way, it's better to a degree that I don't think it's a mean GameStop move. It's actually Amazon, by the way, calls exploding. GameStop chart. Yes, it's GameStop and Google. And I didn't post the Google chart because if you don't know the Google chart by now, you're in trouble. I mean that. And I was told that. I didn't get taught by my mentors, but oh, that's okay, Michael. You can't watch every stock out there. It's the number one stock leading the market at the moment. Besides the memory flash players and SanDisk, and you have what you. Thanks. Can't get it either. All right, let's get down to business. I don't like the positions I'm putting on. Am I really happy that I'm in Mattel? Oh, you know what I mean? I trade it once every 6 months. It really doesn't go well, but it works. Oh Lord help me! I'm gonna tell you one thing. After my started with it, I think this is going on to my 29th to 30 year. Who cares? It's up there. But I will say this, and I haven't said this yet. I actually think that I have to start taking more physical. It's almost like a golfer. I got to work. I got to get. I'm banged up. Let's put it that way. I got to get in better shape. Now, I'm not in bad shape. I got to get better shape. I held this poorly. What a bad freaking trade. I'll get it to you right here. Bad. I mean, a couple of mistakes. Where's the charts? Hold on a second. I'm sorry. First of all, I'm going to take my picture off there because I'm not vain at all. Come on. Here they are. NBY, by the way, I'm bagged in this thing still. Jane Norm. My fault. This Nat Gas. This Nat Gas? I thought it was going to pull a silver where silver was weak and had that. There's a third day down on silver. Now it's reversing to the high. All right, let's get down to what's moving and what's taking calls. Okay, I actually wrote it down in a separate notebook so I don't get distracted. Apple followed through. It's how they close sometime. There was the earnings on Friday. It had a better chance of opening up, even if the market opened down, which actually I believe it did. There it is now. It's how they close. Stock closed above the three moving averages. It closed on the high, and it worked. This is number one, as I said. Okay. Disney, big range. They're not going to show what they do. I'm not going to trade it. Don't want it. Do it at your own time. Intel bouncing nicely. Great, beautiful bounce on the two moving averages movers. Number one in calls today. What is it? Amazon. It is. It may not work. And I pointed out something before. It's these transports. All right. LUV, by the way, was number one on Friday by far. Actually, that was Thursday. There it is now, LUV. And I'm going to tell you, man, I've been short these airlines. These things hurt. NCLH. I was squirming. Stock closed, and I think I had 12, 14,000 shares. I don't trade the stock that well, but I had to be in it. The stock was what, $20.72 it closed. And by the way, it's not like I didn't play the money or didn't play the trade. It was, if I wasn't going to be in it, would I want to be in it? Yeah. And so 2074, I'm taking this. There it is. I'm taking the stock off it. My last sale was 22.90. Here's the daily. Even the weekly looks better than the daily. NCLH. And the reason why I bring something like NCLH up is because even if it might be going, I mean, suppose this GME run does start a meme theme. NCLH is one of them. And by the way, UPS leaps. They don't care where they're going. There's the weekly. There's the daily. You know what? It's actually starting to get more. I'm going back to weekly charts. There's the daily on UPS. There's the weekly. And what brings me up in thinking about UPS, even NCLH, is these truckers. Look at this stock rider. No one knows about it. I do. Believe me. You want to know why? Because it's a ripper. Ryder. It's the trucks, the yellow trucks with the freaking red on it, the red R. Ryder. What's the other one? Oh, XPO Logistics. They're all over the place. There's XPO Logistics, a transport stock, a trucker. You can even go to CSX. I think I saw it go across the screen. CSX. I'm not going to see CSX can pull a Colgate, but with the CSX tip off is basically telling you is that yet again toilet paper and toothpaste are better than quantum computing and rockets. That's all. Coca-Cola. I can't tell you how many articles I've read that what happens. The articles, this is what it leads off. What happens to your body when you drink a Coca-Cola? And believe me, I'm not reading any. I'll read the New York Post. It's in the New York Post. It must be true. Coca-Cola. I would drink a Coke. Brownie Elf. What do you got, Brownie Elf? I know you trade, Jane Moore. You're a very good trader. You really are. You have a good eye. All right. So it's not okay. Now I know. Listen, if you scrolled up, like I said on TradeGateHub, you know that things are stretched and sentiment is stretched a little bit on the majority of the whole. But we stock pick here. Does Mattel care? No. Maybe Barbie comes out with a sequel. Who knows? Pure. Another one. You want to be short this thing? GEV. Jeff. Anyway. Stock that they're okay. Let's go to more calls because now I think of a stock's top 10 and this is another one. FLR. Now I know this has this worrisome gap here. Do your own diligence. If I told you what it was, it's really going to be no surprise. It wasn't like the guy had an affair with somebody or something. With that being said, is that it has one of these energy it's one of these energy plays. It's been taking a lot of calls. 4. What else is calls? AMPX. I posted in TradeGateHub. It doesn't mean it's come to fruition. Top 5 in calls. AMPX probably the past 5 days, if you will. What else has been in top 5 calls? I already mentioned it. Yes, that's right, SG. Amazon, to reiterate. Banks, Lewis said. You know what? Morgan Stanley looks like a short one day, the next day Citigroup. One day they can't make up their mind. Look at that. JP and the boys, number 1. Goldman. You know what I saw today? Interactive brokers. Why not, man? Everybody's trading. That hit a new high today. But let's prove my point here. Just because iron stalled and rocket stalled and Chevron kind of stalled with crude getting hurt, still they're buying calls. But I digress. Here's the list of 52-week highs. Now there's a list. Now I don't see a lot of Friday type of big moves, SanDisk type of reversals where everything fell apart. The majority of these stocks are near the high or at the high. So are they yet going to be pulled back like the memory flash drive days? I doubt it. It's pretty broad based. Google, Caterpillar, Walmart, right here, everything. This is the Generation X and Boomer territory. Where's Mattel? There's Hasbro. You laughed at me. All right, I'm at Hasbro. Whatever it freaking takes. Am I going to be proud of myself when I go out to dinner or try to buy a nice watch because I made some money on Mattel? Who gives a shit? Who cares? Uh-oh. So you're obviously not a TradeGateHub member. Remember the Gilead run? Teva. You want your bill? Why am I even here? Why am I here? Why am I here not taking Teva in a pure? You didn't even have to flinch this morning. Oh, there's the weekly on Teva. Hey, listen, some of the biggest moves are made at the end. All right, you trim and trail. What do they call it? Trim and trail. I have a middle opinion, but it's not going to be a big one. Nor is it very accurate, but I'm going to give it. Now, why am I giving it? What's the poll? Are you more silver? Are you more likely to buy silver or GLD? What's the poll? What are you going to Friday? What percentage move? I don't know either. I think it's GLD. Nor is it very accurate, but I'm going to. You don't want to believe? Then believe me, these have been going off all day. Amazon calls, somebody's in it for 400,000, going short term. Now, this isn't the judge and the jury, and it's not the Bible. It's a tip. It is a put call ratio. That's interesting. This is what I want to know. They're actually shorting into this. Put call ratio is actually a bit higher. Oh, some charts before I go to the main screen. You know what they're buying into? I'm not going to fall for it. CMG. Merck has earnings after. Jay Norm, I asked for your opinion on LCS, SLS. You laughed at me. No problem. Thanks for the help. Even LDI is taking calls right here. By the way, I haven't punched up LDI since I think I got out of it kind of well, didn't I? They're taking calls now, LDI. You want to try some LDI? This is the spot. I'm not doing it. And by the way, I'm not going to be. And the fact that I'm not doing it doesn't mean the whole world's going to make money because I'm not doing it. But let's go to the weekly. I don't care what the symbol is. Let's suppose the symbol is ADI, Advanced Micro. There's a close above the weekly high. No matter what trend it's in, or close. At least that's some stabilization. And it is above the 200-day and the 50-day and the weekly. Then you go to the daily. It is above the 200-day. Now the 200-day is the top left here, 221. The weekly 200-day. So your entry, the LDI. You want to try some? It's been hot before. Merck has earnings after the close. Gene Norm. Merck has old. This is the one I told you to watch. Oh, no. I hate my positions. I'm not gonna lie. I hate them. Look at this thing. See this? The old Mike V would have been a little bit more stubborn and held. There's IoT just imploding. Samsara, this is a sexy, look at this thing. What a great symbol. IoT, I bought a chunk of it today. I sold it. Same thing with Peggy Sue. Look at Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue following a doji. Oh my God, it's a doji on Peggy Sue. My God, do you see that? See that? Maybe I'm onto something here because I pulled up IoT, then Jesus. Look at it, 1320. Just came up with it. Planeteer's earnings after the close. Take it easy. Everybody relax. There's always something to do. Planeteer will only probably affect Planeteer. Oh, it will affect the group, but you might see semis keep going up. Have any other questions for the people? You know what? I think Peggy's a buy too. And I know why you think Peggy's a buy, Jane Orr. You want it because you're a buyer on deep dips, obviously. Oof. They say it's trading very cheap. They say it's like trading like 4 or 5 times or something. There's the valuation. If I had some, no, it's going to be it's green. They got me. Okay. What did I get in? Stock that I like long. AMPX, you bitch. Oh, excuse me. I did it again. I'm going to yell at. AMPX, I'm buying more. You know what the problem is with AMPX is what is it? A battery? It's like a battery maker, right? You know what I mean? I feel like the chart's great, but I feel even QS was taking some calls here. Lewis Hunt. Animal. It's an animal. You know what's in the HUD category? By the way, they look very similar. HUD and APLD are number 1 and 2. No question about it. All right. Are these stocks that I said in the morning that was strong in the morning making a run now, like I dissertated before? Let's go to 3-minute chart. Oprah was strong in the morning. Oprah Winfrey not giving much up. 200-day resistance. They could squeeze it a little bit more, and then it might go up, but it's not for me. Oprah. Next is which one? Oh, AQST. No, it's over. This is a sexy one. Whatever this thing is, Perspective Therapeutics, and you know I like that word. And it's not perspective, it's therapeutics. This is taking calls still. Cadix, cool symbol. Got a lot. Weekly. Oh my God, the weekly on Cadix. You need, obviously you know where you are. I wouldn't commit to this thing, but it's taking calls. They're playing it. Cadix. Put it on the screen. Cadix. SCI, I bought it. I bought a little. I bought 800 shares. If I was down on it, I have 4,000. Okay. All right, let's look at stocks that have yet to bounce. Chewy scammed me. I sold it. All the calls on Friday. Sold it. Didn't get me. Hims, same thing. Didn't fall for the Hims scam. It had a little bit of a range today, but it reversed and now it's finishing on the low. Hims. Didn't fall for it. One day doesn't make a reverse. Who would buy that chart anyway? If you flip this chart upside down on Hims, even me would not do that. Listen, I want to play the overnight. Whoa. I want to play the overnight, the silver roulette more than anybody. But I just want to stay a little bit clean, for lack of a better term. So, I mean, look what's going on here. Where is the VIX? And we had a discussion Friday's power hour. If it was this VIX, would you buy it? Remember, it finished above the gap. I believe it. Oh, no. It's still the VIX. What are you going to do? Is Planeteer going to be the catalyst to start the VIX tomorrow? Who else's earnings? If Colgate pulls back, is this the reason why the VIX is going to go up? Because there's panic in Colgate, everybody running out of it now. Maybe the VIX pulls back or goes up because there's more volatility in Colgate. Doesn't necessarily seem that Microsoft's got or Oracle's got to keep going down, but it certainly looks that way. Are we good? Coach? VIX pulls back or goes up. Earnings tonight. Planeteer. Teradyne. Step aside. NXPI. Cool symbol. FN. Don't want to be wrong on this one. 5, but this thing could be a 10% move right down 50. And that's just a pullback. PayPal. And fall. You know what? Another thing. Peggy like 19. So you know what, Gino, I'm very interested in where you like that for Peggy, where your price is. I really am. Around 19. Entry, that is. I know you follow a lot of good chart, man. Another. Okay, this brings another chart. Something's up here. Okay. I don't know if this is a turnaround I don't know what's going on, but CarMax, I'm not going to go as far as to say it's in the top 10, but this thing has been having a lot of calls. And I will show you this. I wouldn't buy this with Jane Horn's money or Brownie Elf, either one of them. No, KMX, man, I'm telling. Okay, let's look. Okay, let's look at the sector. First of all, it's a turnaround story. It's almost like a VFC. I know they have a new CFO, and the whole. I know that's a turnaround story. And you look at obviously CarMax. You look at what's the other one? AutoNation and AutoNation. There's the chart on AutoNation. Buying AutoNation here. Listen, Carvana, AutoNation is worse. They're buying CarMax. They are. And believe me, it's not like the first time. I'm not even trading it. I wish it even came up. It's a cool symbol. KMT. I know KMT. KMT metal. It's not a metal. Kenna metal. I know it. It's brilliant. Why isn't Sherry in this? Why isn't Sherry giving us KMT now? She's probably buying it now. Beautiful. Where is this? 35. Beautiful. Good chart. Beautiful. I don't know if I'd enter it here, but okay. 20% of the S&P reports this week. You know, maybe GME, maybe people, you know what? If GME wasn't, you know, if it wasn't GME, I'd be buying this heavily. What's the difference now? Why am I biased? Do I have one? I don't know yet. I'm not in it yet. I'm not biased. I don't care what it is. I'm in Mattel. Pardon me. Scroll up TradeGateHub. You'll see Jensen's video. He's on Mad Money tomorrow. And I'm not saying he's going to move the stock 10%, but he'll move it. Like there's a reason for things to happen there. LVS. I was battling this thing. 5304. Oh, bastard. LVS. I was battling this for days. It broke the weekly to the downside. All right. LYB. Battled this all day Friday. Stock was 46.80. And it actually, by the way, for those that believer, that's how they close. Closing LYB. Look at this thing get to me. Look. This was on Friday. Right here. It's acting strong. The range of this 49.70, 47. All right. I think I'm going to leave it there and let everybody go a little bit easy. Remember who has earnings? Coin coming in with late calls heavily. You know, I don't have to show you. There it is. All right. This is the opposite of the silver trade. Actually, you know what? Actually, it's not the same idea. You know you're not going to. You know you're going to be wrong before you're going to be right. It's only a matter of your plan and your execution and what you're going to want to take out of it if it does work. It's taking calls. If I hear about this guy BMN on the sailor with MSTR, what is it? 188 he's got to get to? I don't know what the number is, whatever it is. Guys, you see this? You know what I think is a decent play? This Eastern Chemical, where we want to be to a degree if they're taking a freaking toothpaste. They had a chance to hurt this. Okay? Dow Chemical, same thing. This LYB, I'm really, you know what? I can't say that. AMC, they're talking about shorting it now. AMC ripping? Oh my God, AMC. How about this guy? Cheers, Sherry. I'll let you go for a second. Let me leave you. How about this guy wanting to take this move? But he's going to say, I'll wait until June if I'm wrong. Planeteer, 1.5 million into the earnings, 200 calls. Good luck to you, brother. All right, cheers, everybody. I'll try to do better tomorrow. Thanks for being in the room. By the way, it doesn't